In a recent communique addressing the challenges of Land Use Act decree in Ekiti State, a group of people known as the Matured Minds community have come together to speak out against the malpractices of Ekiti State government's revenue collecting officers. As a result of the communique, Puff Television went to town to speak to some business owners about their experiences with Ekiti State's tax officials.
They told us to pay internal revenue, local governments, and commerce.
Local government, they asked me to pay 10,000 naira last year, but this year now they said that we should pay 20k, which is too much. Sure. So even signage was here. Signage said I should pay 10,000 naira. Revenue, they haven't given us, what are they giving? This their billing, I don't know yet. I don't know how much they will collect from revenue. But I think the money government are collecting from us is too much. They impose everything on us. And despite the fact government knows how things is in the town, the hardship is too much and government is still inconvenient. It's too much.
I started by September. So the only body that came here was internal revenue. They asked us to pay for the war. They used to call it Owo Igana. And when they came here, they gave us a form. And we told them that we are not responsible for that. That is our landlord that we pay such. And they gave us the form.
How can we be giving 14,000? That amount is much.
I bought Coke 4.3 and I will sell it for 4. Can you imagine? And to get here, if I did not take my car, I will buy the cab or Okada, which is 300 naira go, 300 naira come. Think of it, if I sold 10 pack of Coke, which is 100 naira times 10, 1,000 in a day. Then I took 600 naira for transport. What will be my gain?
We pay for commerce, we paid for local government, we will pay for internal revenue, and at the end of the day, we have to pay for the meeting too. Making 4 times in a year, 4 different taxes in a year that we are going to be paying. Aside the rentage, the shop rentage, and some other things. So, according to my own perspective, it's too much. Even considering the condition of the country, I don't think it's good now.
Last year when I started, I was asked to pay, maybe because it's a new business, I was asked to pay around 15,000 naira, which I did. I paid 20,000 naira to the local government, that is a trade permit last year. But this year, I was asked to pay for the internal revenue, I paid 26,000. Then I paid 20,000 to local government this year. I paid 10,000 naira to the commerce and industry this year.
I've paid like 5 different taxes this year. And even we are still paying more because I learned some are still coming. Yeah. The billing is too much.
People that have those kiosks, containers that they're supposed to be collecting like 3,000, 5,000, they be asking them to pay 10,000. It's too much. Even we that have shop, some of us we have shop, the market we have for the shop is not many, and they will be asking us to pay 20,000, to be paying 25,000. All those money is too much.
I've paid around going to 60,000 naira to internal revenue. Well, I personally have not derived anything from the government.
States will come, local governments will come, or different people, different parastatals, they just keep coming, demanding for different taxes, and which is very, very wrong inside this small shop. What will they say? Nothing. But still, we are the one giving to the government, and the government is not giving back to us.
Even if you go to other countries like US, all these, they are paying tax. Even the tax they are paying is more than what we are paying here. But they see it. They have the advantage. They are gaining it back. But for here in Nigeria, nothing they are doing for masses, and they will be collecting money from us anyhow.
They promise us a lot that they will borrow us money, they will borrow us loan, they will give us loan to establish ourselves, blah, 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 like that. But we didn't see anything. And we are just paying the money, we are just paying the tax. There is no benefit for it.
We know that tax is compulsory for everybody, even from our forefathers. They pay tax according, even Bible supports it. But the way these people are collecting it is very difficult for people. So they concerning the amount they are collecting, and even the way they are collecting it.
Even you will beg them that these things are very hard, but they will not even listen. So, and we've been paying it. We don't have any option, because if we do not pay, they will lock your shop.
We are not getting anything from government. I don't know how government can close the shop because of the money.
Now 2 times they lock our shop last year.
Then all my products went spoiled, everything.
It's not easy. They should stop it.
Mature Minds community assess that every tax-paying individual, shop and business owner has the right to hold the government accountable in the discharge of its responsibilities.
I graduated about 16 years ago. I have no job. I work tirelessly as an Okada man to raise money to start this business. So when I raised money to start this business, I started last year, and since that last year, a lot of people are coming. The people with now. So the country is not friendly with the type of tax.
A situation whereby a young graduate, no work, nothing, and you are still trying to survive, but the government are still making it difficult for us to even breathe.
When a new business started, you have to be giving him at least 5 years tax holiday for him to stabilize. But in Nigeria's situation, there is nothing like tax holiday.
The moment we didn't pay the money, they will now close the shop, which is not normal, because it's from that inside the shop that we have money to pay their money. But maybe they come only 1 time or 2 times that we didn't pay the money.
We just come to your shop early in the morning, they have locked the shop.
Which is unfair.
And you will need to run skater so that you can meet them to come and open it for you. And now, money for padlock and oh. Yes, the shop was locked last year, but this year, because I know the process, I need to pay everything before anyone to come to harass me.
They came into my shop and they locked up my shop. They didn't even my phone. They didn't allow me to bring it out because they just banging and say, "Where is our receipt?" Blah 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 blah. I said, "I've not paid, but I'm into association that they should pardon me for a while. That I will get back to them." But they did not answer me, so they locked up my shop. And throughout that day, I'm unable to open the shop. I started begging for money before I can sort them out. Some people is crying there. Last year, one woman said she never eat anything and his children. That is not good.
Last year, nígbà tí mi tètè sanwó, wọ́n ti shop mi tí mo ṣe wá lọ ń sá káàkiri wá owó tí mo ṣe wá lọ ọ́fíìsì wọn kan tó wá release key kan tó wá ṣe.
Everybody as a business person is managing, collecting this loan to trade. So I don't know why government will just come and be giving us stress like that.
Mature Minds highlight some of the inadequacies and malpractices of the Ekiti State government revenue officials, to include unauthorized entry and photographing of citizens' compound, arbitrary demands of non-statutory levies, sealing up of people's homes, shops and business premises.
This has led to difficulties and hardship for citizens.
There was a day I was taken by VIO. They collect 5,000 naira from me for not renew my vehicle particular. If I have money, I cannot allow any embarrassment. It's because I don't have money, and they said I should go and pay maybe 23,000. I told them, how will I seek 23,000 out of my salary? I'm a retiree. How do you expect me to see 23,000 with the situation on ground? They have to collect 5,000, and I don't have that 5,000 that day. I have to call my husband. It's my husband that transferred that money to me, and they took it from me. And I was very sad. And they will go and spend the money. I told them, you are collecting salary, you are a man. To feed your children and your wife, is it easy with the salary you are earning? Talk less of a retiree. I don't have money to renew my car particular. And you are collecting 5,000. And he said, if I see the remaining one, that I should bring it. And I will go and give them the remaining one. If they did not count that 5,000 naira with the remaining, if my money is remaining 19,500, and I don't have 19,500 now. If I get 19,500, I will take it to them. Can you imagine all those things? Things are not easy.
Well, we are just trying to put one or two things in order so that we will not be a liability for our children there. So that is why. So I don't know what government can do for us in that way. Before, we are paying into the association, but now they decided not to pay into the association again. So, and this is the reason why we are together, that we are doing the association. But now they say that we should be paying individually.
Furthermore, the lack of transparency and accountability in tax payment process have led to corruption and abuse of power by government officials.
We have not seen them in this year, but last year, I think that they come to our shop to collect their money as usual.
A new business doesn't make profit in the first 5-6 years because you are new in that business. You are new in that business. Last year I have a lot of shortage. I can say I have a lot of shortage going to around 1.2 million of goods that expired in my store, which I need to dispose of.
Something happened to me in June. So maybe I will explain to them. Armed robber came to my shop, pack all my goods. So since then I've known mi ti gara àti ní bóyá kí n ní owó kí n lọ ọjà tó má lè wá báyìí gbogbo ẹ̀ ná fẹ́ gbà even bóyá 20,000 bí ná gbé wá báyìí we don't know. So mi gara àti ní bóyá wọ́n wá báyìí mo san owó internal revenue nítorí mo kàn ń jókòó ni àwọn èèyàn ò béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ mi due to pé mi ní ọjà much láti ìgbà tán ti kó ọjà mi lọ wọ́n pack gbogbo bag mi gbogbo àwọn bàtà mi bì mo tún ṣe wá lọ yá owó mi. Even owó nǹkan ṣe la máa ń ya tá a fi ṣe business tá a máa dá padà sí àwọn bank tá a ti máa ń gba owó.
We no need to pay the tax because I think that all these government workers supposed to pay the money. But so far, then force us to pay. Maybe they feel reduce the money to 5,000 naira in a yearly.
Ẹlòmíì báyìí ó lọ́mọ sí school kò tí ì rówó ọmọ school san wọ́n á tún mú ṣọ́ọ̀bù wọn á gbé tì ṣọ́ọ̀bù tán ti máa pa owó wọ́n á sílẹ̀ wọ́n á ní wọn sanwó ìyàrá sì kò dẹ̀ sówó ọ̀hún gan. So nǹkan advice tèmi kàn rí fún wọn ni pé kán bá wa lẹ́sọ̀ owó yẹn down kán jẹ́ kó easy because nìkan bí 6 years ago bí 3 years ago gan kò nira bí eléyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ kò nira bí eléyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ sẹ́rí ọdún yìí last year mọ́ ọdún yìí ó ti nira jù fún àwọn internal revenue fún owó tó ń gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ẹlòmíì wọ́n á kọ 20,000 ẹlòmíì wọ́n á kọ 40,000 fún ẹlòmíì ẹ̀wò bá ìgbà tí òṣìṣẹ́ ni mo ń ta ilé ìbáyìí bọ́n bá débí nìsín wọ́n lè kọ 20,000 fún mi.
Advice to our own Ekiti State governor, which is Bao, we so much love him. We want him to reduce the internal revenue. We want him to reduce it for us. Even we don't want it to be collecting the money with force. They should be giving us time.
The suffering is too much for us. And this is the work that we are using to feed our families and we take care of ourselves. So if we don't do this work, there's no work we can do anymore because there's no job outside there that can that we can do. So this is what we do for a living. So I just want the government to please do something about that. Maybe we should be paying it to association as we are paying it before and reduce the dues. It's too much for us. We pay internal revenue, we pay commerce and industry, we pay the government, we pay the signage, we pay a lot.
The tax people should try as much as possible to look into the evaluation method. And with the situation of this country, the country is too hard. They should try as much as possible to reduce the trend in which they are billing people.
It's compulsory for us to pay our tax, but the price should be low so that it will be convenient for everybody.
As a solution to this problem, the group wants the government to do the following: educate citizens on tax matters, fix tax rates based on the ability of the individual, shop, and business owner to pay, sensitize the people to the need for the tax payment before sending tax officials, assign separate ministries for each category of tax to avoid duplication of collection.
By implementing these solutions, according to the Mature Minds community, the government can improve tax compliance, reduce corruption, and promote economic development in Ekiti State. This will not only benefit the government but also the citizens, who will be able to contribute to the development of the state without undue hardship.
People of the Fountain,